we can just do a kind of the weather's amazing and Andrea's happy kind of a vlog. It's not raining, but I smell rain. Like if I had to choose between writing and publishing and YouTube, it's an impossible decision. I honestly couldn't choose. Spring is over, summer is here. Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time university writing instructor and a part-time content creator and indie romance author with 8 published novels, working on my 9th. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It is great to have you all here. If you can hear the noise outside, yes, my windows are open. If you're new here, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. It has been getting very, very warm. Summer is basically here, but for 3 blissful days, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, it's feeling a bit more like spring, and my air conditioning is off, my windows are open, and I'm smiling, and I'm just in the best mood. So you saw the beginning of that in the last vlog, which was yesterday, and yeah, I couldn't help starting a new vlog today, so I'm probably going to vlog today, tomorrow, and then I'll vlog a little bit on Sunday because that's Easter and I'll be spending Easter with my family. But I just thought we can just do a kind of the weather's amazing and Andrea's happy kind of a vlog. I'll try to make it more interesting than that. A bit of a quick editing update just at the front. If you watched the last vlog, you saw that I didn't get any editing done in that vlog. I mentioned I hadn't done any editing the day before. This morning I managed to edit chapter 8 and 9, which is where I would have been by the end of tomorrow. I've been trying to do a chapter a day basically on these developmental edits for draft 1. So I'm going to try to do chapter 10 today, and then that will catch me up to where I would have been by Friday evening if I've been editing 1 chapter a day all week long. And that will put me in a good position to still be finished with developmental edits by the end of April. So I'm going to try to do at least 1, maybe even 2 chapters, which would be amazing. And we'll see. I might try to do 1 chapter tomorrow. I would like to start getting ahead either by doing 2 chapters on a day, once or twice a week, or by doing some chapters on the weekend. So yeah, I will try to do some more editing in this vlog. But it's Friday. I've been to Whole Foods and done my grocery shopping. I picked up some beautiful hydrangeas at Whole Foods, so that's cheering up my desk area a bit. Also got myself a coffee and an almond croissant, so I'm all set to get to work here at my desk. I have lots of teaching work and teaching admin to do here this morning. I also have a meeting very soon, so I need to get logged on for that. It actually would be starting now, but it's been pushed back by 15 minutes. Timing has kind of all worked out for me today. But yeah, it's just gonna be a really chill Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think. Yeah, I've managed to manage my workload effectively this week, so I do think I'll be able to finish a tiny bit early today. Not as early as normal because I finished early yesterday to go to the bookstores. Again, go back and watch the last vlog to see that. I haven't even edited that vlog, but it's one of the best days I've had in weeks, so I know it's going to be one of my favorite vlogs that I've done recently. So if you've missed that one, please go back and watch it because I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out really, really well. So yeah, I did finish a little bit early yesterday, so I can't finish as early as usual, but I don't have that much teaching work to do today because we are nearing the end of the semester and my lesson plans are basically done for the rest of the semester. So it's really just grading and keeping up on emails at this point. That is one of the nice things about the end of the semester. I mean, it's a false promise of things getting easier. Like things feel easy now, but that's just because all the final grading hasn't like been turned in yet. Like all the final assignments haven't been turned in yet. So there's still a ton of grading coming up, but at the moment there's not that much to grade today, so it will make for an easier Friday and then a nice relaxing early start to the weekend and a really nice relaxing weekend. And the weather is definitely helping. There's just some really big puffy clouds in the sky out my office window and it's cool and there's a breeze and it's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. So I'm gonna get my work laptop turned on and get everything set up and enjoy my almond croissant and my coffee and my hydrangeas and the windows open and everything, and just get Friday done, basically. Get my work done, get this meeting done, basically get the meeting done first and then get all the other work done, and then I can be done and just start the weekend and get on with enjoying that. To say I am happy feels like an understatement right now. It really does. It is cloudy and stormy and windy and I smell rain. It's not raining, but I smell rain and it's cool. I think it got up to 72 today and it's 72 here in my apartment. But it's cooling down. I think it's probably, when I looked at it, I think it was like 68, but feels like 63. And with this wind, I'm really hoping it'll cool my apartment down by at least a few degrees before I go to bed. Like, oh, if it could be 69 by the time I'm going to bed, or 68. Oh, that would be amazing. It feels so good to have my air conditioning off. Like, I really can't even describe it. The level that my anxiety just drops and my depression and all, like the way my mental health improves just from being able to turn the air conditioning off and open up the windows. It's amazing. So yeah, I've just had such a lovely afternoon. I finished work at about 4 and I tried editing. I looked at it, but I'm now up to chapter 10 and that's the midpoint chapter and it's a big chapter and I just want to be in a good headspace when I'm working on it, and I was just feeling really tired by 4 o'clock. I thought I was going to be able to finish a little bit earlier and then I didn't. So I'm glad that I did chapters 7 and 8, no, 8 and 9 this morning. My microwave's done, so I can come in the kitchen now and it won't be as loud. I'm glad that I did those chapters earlier today, because I think that that will make a bit of a difference. Basically, it's as if I've only, like, if I, by not editing today, it's basically as if I've only missed one day, whereas if I hadn't done those chapters this morning and then didn't edit this evening, then it would have been like missing 3 days. So I'm still behind, but not as behind as I was yesterday. So it's fine. I will try to do some editing tomorrow. We'll see. That'll still be part of this vlog, so stay tuned. We'll see if I do any more editing. This wind is just, I probably need to close one of these windows, because I think I need to close the office window, because I think that's, so this was up there. I had another one that had already fallen. We're gonna close this, as much as it kills me to do. Oh, like, look at that. It is so windy. Oh, but I love it. Like, I hate to close it. I don't want to close it all the way. We'll see if I can get away with just closing it slightly, because I don't really want all of my artwork to fall. I'm glad I wasn't sitting in that in the chair by my balcony. That would have scared the bejeebers out of me if I'd been sitting there and that flew over my head. It's just wind, but that's the thing, like every now and then, even though it's not really a like cross ventilation because it's the window there and then the door there, but sometimes when these 3 windows, the balcony door, the little office window, and the big window, when all 3 of them are open, every now and then it'll just create like this cyclone effect and it knocks the stuff off that shelf. So yeah, anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about editing. So yeah, I just decided I wasn't going to try to force myself to edit this afternoon. I've already done 2 chapters this morning, so that's fine. So I just sat on the couch and read. I had some crumpets because Mom and I discovered Trader Joe's sells crumpets. We looked, because we fell in love with crumpets when we were in England last summer. And for all my British followers, I'm sure crumpets are like super basic and you can find them in every grocery store over there. You can't here in the US, at least not in Arizona. Maybe other parts of the US, they're more common. But they're not a common thing generally in the US. And so most US grocery stores don't have them. And we looked, when we got home, we looked online at all of our grocery stores and none of them carried crumpets. And then Mom was looking on Facebook in a group that she's in and someone mentioned that Trader Joe's sells crumpets. So we swung by Trader Joe's on the way home from Whole Foods today and Mom ran in and sure enough, they had crumpets. So they are not gonna last long. I'm gonna have to go back and get some more because they were actually really good. So I had a couple of those as a little afternoon reading snack. And then I just read. I've just been reading for like over 2 hours because it's 6:36 right now. I started reading at about 4. So yeah, I've just been having a really cozy evening on the couch with all the fairy lights and battery candles and things going, and the window's open and the wind has been picking up and it's just been absolutely magical and I am just so excited. So yeah, it's been a lovely evening so far. So I'm just making some dinner. I'm heating up some schnitzel and some french fries and some green beans. So I need to finish that. I need to stop talking. I need to get dinner sorted and sit back down, and I might find something to watch on YouTube, or I might just get back to reading because I'm actually really enjoying reading. I just feel like the afternoon has been passing really slowly reading, and I want the next couple hours before I need to go to bed to pass slowly as well. I'm just enjoying this weather as much as possible. Tomorrow is going to be pretty much as nice as today has been, but then this has to be it. This has to be it because it's now like mid-April, almost late April, and so this has to be it now. Like it can't stay this nice. So I thought the last cool down we had a week or so ago, I thought that was going to be it and the last. And then I saw these days pop up on the 10-day forecast, and it's ended up being a little bit warmer than they initially forecasted, but still beautiful. But like, this has to be it. And starting Sunday, every day after this, it looks like we're gonna have like 7 days, 8 days straight of like 84 degrees, which will be nice. It'll be warm, but that'll still be really nice compared to what's coming. So yeah, I'm enjoying tonight and tomorrow, like the next like 36 hours basically. I'm just trying to soak in and slow down and enjoy as much as possible. It is Saturday, the sun is shining, there's beautiful clouds outside, the birds are singing. It's just a magical day. I had a very slow hike this morning. I'm not feeling good today. It's day one. If you know, you know. And day one and day two tend to be the worst days. So yay, just in time for Easter. I woke up this morning and I was just like, it's not good. We're just gonna survive. We're just gonna get through it. We're just gonna take it nice and easy. So that's what I've been doing. It didn't help that I stayed up until past 10 p.m. last night. Y'all, I don't know if I'll have done the voiceover over the clips you'll have just seen or not, so this is redundant, like, but it rained. It rained last night. It started raining at like 8, which is right when I usually start like getting ready for bed. I decided to just read for most of the night. I watched a couple YouTube videos, and then it just, the wind, the sound of the wind is just, it's so calming for me. And I don't usually get to experience it that much at this time of year, because usually by now my windows are closed and the air conditioning is raging and I can't hear anything outside of my apartment. So to be able to have another couple days where I can have my air conditioning off and the windows thrown open, and just to be able to hear the wind, and then to have this storm that we got yesterday, it was just absolute magic. And so I just kind of felt like I don't want to be listening to a vlog and someone else talking. I want to just put on some music kind of at a low volume and just sit here and read and have the sound from outside as the soundtrack of the evening. So that's what I did, and it was amazing. And then it started raining, and then it was like, well, now I can't go to bed. at one point, I think at like 9, I got up, I got ready for bed, I brushed my teeth, I did all of that, I did my skincare and everything that I hadn't already done. So I did all of that and then came back out here and sat and read until like 10. And then at 10, it was starting, the rain was starting to taper off by 10 o'clock. And so I was like, okay, you really have to go to bed now. So went to bed. I think I had lights out finally by like 10:15. That's the longest, that's the latest I've stayed up in a while. I really don't stay up much past 9 anymore because I'm waking up at about 5 a.m. now, and I really like that. I really like waking up early. I'm gonna do a whole separate video talking about that soon. Yeah, was up too late. So this morning was painful, both because I didn't get enough sleep and because it's day 1. So it was a very slow hike. It was a very quiet hike. There were a bunch of cars in the parking lot, but I saw one person as I was starting who was coming off the trail, and we passed each other in the parking lot. And then I saw a few people at the very, 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 very end of my hike. But for the majority of the hike, I felt like I had the whole park to myself. It was amazing. I love when I go hiking and I don't see people. I mean, I do like seeing people like in the distance and like knowing that there are other people in the park, just in case I like fall and sprain my ankle and have to start screaming my head off for someone to come help me. Like, I'm never completely alone in the park. There were at least 50 other cars in the parking lot, but it's such a huge park, and if we all start like a few minutes apart from each other and we're all going a similar like pace, or we're all scattered on different trails, like there can be 50 to 100 people scattered throughout this whole park, and you won't see any of them for the like 30-40 minutes or more that you're hiking. It's amazing. So I had a really nice quiet hike, and that was fantastic. So yeah, came home, took a shower. I'm just having a kind of skincare day. So I've let my hair air dry. I'm not gonna style my hair. I'm gonna do that tomorrow for Easter. And I've not put on any makeup. I've just done all my skincare. It was kind of an everything skincare kind of day. It was almost an everything shower as well. But yeah, just letting my skin kind of breathe. Sat down, got myself a coffee, but sat down, and I've just been editing, vlog editing. So I have edited Monday's vlog. Monday's vlog is done. At some point today, I need to start editing Wednesday's vlog. I don't know that I will get much editing done tomorrow, being at the house for Easter. So I want to get it to a point today where if I have to then finish it Monday morning or evening, it will be a realistic task for Monday. If I do not start it at all today, I will have to do some editing tomorrow, because I can't edit a whole vlog start to finish on a work day. Like, I wouldn't get any book editing done if I did that. I don't know if I'm gonna do any book editing today. So I feel like this might not be any kind of editing vlog. I feel like we did really well. We got a couple like good editing vlogs back to back, and now I think this is gonna be like 3 vlogs back to back to back with no real editing. We have reached that point of the semester, and fellow academics and students and teachers and whatever can agree with me or perhaps not, but in my experience of teaching, you reach a point typically within that last like 3 weeks of the semester or of the school year. You reach a point where you're just done, and you are only doing the things that absolutely categorically must do. Things will fall apart if they don't get done, kind of get stuff done. Like that's all that is like getting done right now, is the stuff that absolutely has to get done. And so for me, that's all of my teaching work, obviously. And then outside of teaching work, I feel like it's the vlogs. If I can't get as much book editing done, then, because like of my like part-time job type stuff, that's the books and that's the vlogs. And, you know, writing, publishing, and YouTube are at the moment my part-time job. And so of those two things, of those two broad categories, I feel like book marketing, so trying to stay on top of my newsletter and social media posts and things to sell the books, and the vlogs, because the vlogs also help sell the books. Like I talk about my books in all of my vlogs. I flash it up at the beginning of each vlog, at the end of each vlog. Do you know I've written 8 novels, or I've published 8 novels? I've written more than 8, but I've published 8 novels, and I have 8 novels currently available on Amazon in Kindle paperback, and read for free if you subscribe to Kindle Unlimited. Here's my little shameless plug. So like the vlogs are one of my main marketing materials, but also the vlogs are important, and the vlogs predate the publishing. So while, I don't know that we've ever really talked about this, like while writing and publishing is really, really important to me, and I have had people ask me which one is more important, like if I had to choose between writing and publishing and YouTube, like writing / publishing and YouTube, if I had to choose between those two things, which would I choose? It's an impossible decision. I honestly couldn't choose one or the other. And I refuse to choose one or the other. No matter what happens in my future, I will always be a writer and I will always be a vlogger. Like these two things have just become so intricately connected to both each other and to me, my life, my personality, that I cannot separate myself from the writer part of my identity or the vlogger part of my identity. So they're both important and they're both priorities, but YouTube is the thing that has a weekly deadline. Every week I need to do 2 vlogs, whereas publishing, it's every year I would like to publish a book. And so that deadline is a lot more flexible. And while I do have a month in mind for when I want this book to come out, if it ends up coming out a month later or 2 months later than that original idea, that's fine. I will be okay with that. And so at a time like this in the semester where my brain is just so done and I'm struggling to continue producing and struggling to be as productive as I've been earlier in the semester or last semester, because it's like not only the end of the semester, it's also the end of the academic year. And so on the one hand, it feels like I've been going and doing since January when the fall semester started, but really I'm coming to the end of a marathon that I've been running since August when the school year started. And so the end of the spring semester always feels harder than the end of the fall semester. And I'm done, I'm tired. So, and I pace myself for those 9 months. I don't pace myself for a full 12 months because my pace during the summer is and can be very different than during the school year. So at this point, I'm just trying to get to the finish line of the school year and of the semester. And so YouTube is the thing that has the weekly deadlines. Working on the book and doing all the editing feels like something that I can, as long as I'm working on it at least a few days a week, I will be happy over these next few weeks. And I really think it's just this coming week that I'm about to start and the next week, which I think this vlog is going up on Monday, the day before the last day of classes. So like as you're watching this, I just have one more teaching day on campus left. And so it's, as you're watching this, it would have been last week and the week that you're watching this in. These are going to be the hardest weeks for me. And these are going to be the two last weeks where if I can get at least half of my goal for the week met. So like my goal would be 5 chapters a week at least. If I can get at least 2 or 3 chapters each of these weeks, I will be happy. And once I'm done teaching and once we're past the last day of classes and I'm not getting a bunch of emails from students and things like that. And once most of the grading is done and I'm just down to the last bits of grading, like there will be more time and more mental capacity for book editing. So this is all a long and rambly way of saying that, like, I'm not doing a whole lot of editing right now, but once I'm on summer break, we will have all the editing vlogs and there will be so much book chat and writing chat and publishing chat. It's just, that's not the moment we're in right now, basically. So yeah, this weekend I feel like vlog editing is the main priority, just making sure that I'm getting those done, or at least getting Mondays done and Wednesday close to being done. And I'm really excited to edit Wednesday's vlog because that will have been the last vlog as you're watching this one, and so that will have been my day at Changing Hands and at the Bookish shop. And I already want to go back to the Bookish shop. Like, I don't know if I really did that bookshop justice in the vlog. Jess and I spent so much time talking that I feel like by the time we went back inside and I was like trying to vlog lots of b-roll of the bookshop and like do the book shopping, my brain was just so tired. So there were probably some books there that I would have enjoyed and I just wasn't like really able to like pay attention to that. So I need to go back there soon because it was really fun. And I do want to go back to Changing Hands soon. But yeah, so I will get that vlog started. It is currently 11:59, so it's only noon. It's not late, but I think I'm ready to put my laptop aside for a little bit and just kind of sit back, relax. I've done 3 loads of laundry. I've done my dishes. So like I've edited a vlog. Like I've been pretty productive. I've filmed voiceovers for the vlog I just finished editing and for the vlog I need to edit. So like I've been doing a lot and I'm ready to now not do anything for a little while. So I think I'm going to spend most of the rest of the day just relaxing, reading. I've got 1 hour left in the Kindle book I'm reading, so I'll probably do some reading in that later, but I think right now I might go get myself some crumpets in a little bit because those were really good yesterday. So I might get something to eat soon since it's noon, and I think watch some YouTube videos. I'm behind on some from last weekend and the week, and I think there were some new ones today. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna zone out, watch some YouTube, enjoy having the windows open. I need to get my office window completely open. Like y'all, it's only 68 degrees in here. It got down to 67 in here this morning. I giddy. I am giddy. I'm exhausted, but I'm giddy. So this weather is just putting me in the best possible mood for this weekend, and it is exactly what I need for this weekend. It was an absolutely beautiful morning, and pretty much the last one like this that we're going to get, because I'm pretty sure this is the last cool down that we are going to be afforded in spring. From here on out, it is the very rapid slide into summer. Yeah, we can't avoid it anymore. But the sunrise was gorgeous. It was absolutely beautiful. The sun is now coming up even more kind of centrally over the McDowells, so the shade of the mountain isn't lasting quite as long as when the sun was coming up right behind one of the higher peaks. The air still felt really nice. I did have to take my hoodie off at a certain point because it was starting to feel a little bit warm in the sun, even on what is pretty much the coolest morning that we're gonna have until November probably. But yeah, it was beautiful. The creosotes are blooming along the trail, which is just so nice to see something blooming. We have not seen any poppies or any lupins, but at least the creosotes have come out. So the little pops of yellow have just been so nice as part of these sunrise hikes, and seems also appropriate for Easter. So it's Easter. It is Easter and I need to be getting over to the house soon. Normally I spend the night at the house. This year I decided not to do that. This year I decided to just stay at my place. Easter is a tricky holiday in that it's on a Sunday and we don't get Monday off. I know that like in the UK it's a bank holiday weekend, so I think they had Friday and the Monday off after Easter. We don't have that. So I have to work tomorrow and I have a meeting tomorrow. Thankfully I'm working from home and the meeting is online, but I do have a busy day tomorrow because also Easter is happening a little bit later in the semester this year. Sometimes it's earlier. This year it's a little bit later. So we're getting very close to the end of the semester, and that also doesn't help. So there's a lot of grading. It's hard for me to just take like a partial day off the day after Easter. So yeah, it's just going to be easier for me to come home tonight and not spend tonight over there. So it is just about 7 o'clock. I need to get home to my home, get freshened up and cleaned up, and then get on the road to the house. I'm going straight there because I don't need to stop anywhere, like coffee shop. I've got decaf cold brew. I actually found some decaf cold brew. I'm still testing it out. We'll see how it works. So I'm going to bring some of that with me because Mom has made cinnamon rolls. That is the tradition. Every Easter, Mom makes Easter bread. She uses the Easter bread dough recipe, but then she'll make a loaf of bread for her, 2 dolls, one for my sister and I, one each for my sister and I, and then with the rest of it, she does like a double batch. So half of it is used to make the bread, and the other half is used to make the best cinnamon rolls you have ever had. So it is like she only makes them at Easter. We keep talking about doing them at Christmas time, and then there's so much else we're baking and doing at Christmas time that it never happens. Did we make them for Tamsin? I know we talked about making them for Tamsin, but I can't remember if we actually did at Thanksgiving or not. We might have made the cinnamon rolls, but normally we only have them at Easter. And I need to learn how to make them. It didn't happen this year, but I need to learn how to make them so that I can just make them. I keep trying to convince her to make them outside of Easter. I might try. That might be a summer project this year. Make her teach me how to do Easter bread this summer. And like, if I could learn how to make the cinnamon rolls and the Easter bread, but like specifically the cinnamon rolls, then I could make them at Christmas time. And they do freeze. So like we've talked about making them like earlier in December and then freezing them for Christmas. But yeah, so I love these are just the Easter bread, the dolls, the cinnamon rolls. All of this is just one of those super nostalgic holiday things because I've had them every Easter since I was little. And like, we don't do Easter baskets anymore, and we don't do egg hunts and those things like we used to do when I was a kid. We don't do that anymore, but we still do the Easter bread. And so it's like literally the only part of Easter, the Easter holiday and our family celebrations that I really look forward to. Everything else just doesn't feel like as nostalgic or as special. Like we do a roast ham, which we do that for Christmas. So like that's nothing really new. And we don't really do much else for Easter. You know, like Christmas, you've got the gift exchange and you've got Christmas cookies and watching Christmas movies. And like there's more like traditions and there's more things to do. Easter, we just don't really have that much, but we have the Easter bread. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm going to get home, get changed, get everything ready to go and get over to the house. And I don't know how much I will talk to you throughout the day because I really just want to relax and enjoy a day at the house. So I'm just going to show you kind of video scrapbook style or just cozy family Easter holiday. Okay, I'm home. It's 6:30. It is time to sit on the couch and relax and watch YouTube for the rest of the night and sit under the air conditioning and the ceiling fan and try to cool down. I am so warm. It got so warm at the house because we had the oven going all afternoon to cook the ham and the cheesy potatoes. So we had ham and cheesy potatoes and steamed broccoli and glazed carrots. Lisa did an amazing job. We all agreed that the ham today turned out even better than the ham she'd done at Christmas, and that was really good as well. So she did it a little bit differently, and I think we've discovered a new favorite way for her to cook the ham. So dinner was really, really good, but yeah, it got really warm in the house having that on, and it's warmed up outside. It was still really nice. I took the trash out at my parents' place. I took the trash out for them at like 1, and it still felt pretty nice outside, but by the time I left, it had gotten up to the highest high of the day, and it was feeling quite warm. And my car was hot, so I got overheated driving home, and now I'm just like, oh. So I'm ready to sit down under the ceiling fan and just kind of chill out, figuratively and literally. But I've got my Easter doll. I've got my little Easter doll. Mom has made one of these for me every year since I was quite young. And I got to bring home a few cinnamon rolls as well, and some of the buttercream frosting. It's just been such a lovely day. I snuggled with the dogs. Gus spent most of the day snuggling with Lisa or Dad, so I didn't get as many Gus snuggles as I would have liked. I did get some, but I don't think I got any on camera. I think I got more of Kiki on camera. But yeah, Kiki, she loves love. She just wants to snuggle with you, and she just wants to be on you. And I just love her. I love her so much. She's her own little unique doggy, and she's amazing. So I snuggled with her for a bit, was able to do some reading while she was lying on my chest, and also kind of dozed off for a little bit. Mom and I watched a couple episodes of Escape to the Country, and the first episode we watched, I do not remember the first 2 houses they looked at because I was dozing. I was so tired today. I did not sleep as well as I wanted last night, so I kind of knew I would probably end up falling asleep on the couch, and I did. And I have no regrets about that. It was lots of good food today, lots of relaxing on the couch, lots of snuggling with the dogs, lots of hanging out and chatting with Mom and Lisa. So I didn't really vlog properly. Like, I didn't talk to you while I was there. I just focused on trying to capture B-roll to show you what our day was like. But it was really nice. It was just a very relaxing and chilled out day until I started getting overheated. So figuratively chilled out, not so much literally chilled out. Literally it was a bit warm. It is definitely warming up. The few days that we've had prior to today were amazing, but like that's it. It has to be. It can't cool down like that again. That was too amazing for this late in April, so I'm not expecting it to stay like that. Driving home, I just really had this feeling of, this is it. Spring is over. Summer is here. It's still low summer. It's not high summer yet, but it is definitely summer. So I need to like write out a list of things that make me happy in summer and things that I can do to improve my mood in summer, and like little treats and things that I enjoy during summer, like Pimm's and prickly pear lemonade and things like that, because I'm gonna have to start pulling out all the tricks in the book to keep my seasonal depression from really ramping up, because this is just, I'm not okay. This is normal, and this is the time that this happens. Like it's every year around this time. We're lucky that it was still so nice at Easter, considering how late in April Easter fell this year. But yeah, it just, now that it's like really clicking in my brain that like, this is it. This is summer. Summer is here. I'm 3 weeks away from summer break at work. The semester is almost done. The weather is definitely warming up, this time for good. Like it's truly not, unless some freak thing happens, it's not going to cool down again like it did the last few days. That was just too amazing and such a gift. So like, this is it. But I'm still not ready. I never am, but it just, it always just hits me. So anyway, I'm rambling, so I will stop. Because I need to just go sit and relax. I'm gonna watch some YouTube, see who uploaded. I know there's a new video from Kaylin that I want to watch, and I'm assuming there will be a new Cecilia Blomdahl Svalbard vlog. I love watching her channel, and there should be a new Chateau Diaries vlog, so I'll watch them as well, assuming that all of those went up, and How to Renovate a Chateau. That channel usually uploads on Sundays, so there's a few of my like usual Sunday uploads, but then I need to see, like, sometimes people don't upload on Sunday as planned, so I need to see what YouTube offerings I have and how many I think I can get through in the next like hour and a half-ish. It's 6:40 and I want to get in bed by around 8:15 at the latest, because tomorrow's Monday, I have to work, and I have a lot to do this week and next to try to not have too bad of a week during finals week when I'm doing all my final grading. So yeah, I don't want to stay up too late, and I need to be able to get up and like get going tomorrow. So on that note, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate both of those things. Say hi in the comments, let me know how you're doing. Leave me some Easter related emojis to let me know which one of you lovely people have made it all the way to the end of this vlog. And in the comments, this vlog is gonna go up well past Easter, but I'd still like to know, what did you do for Easter? Do you celebrate? Do you not? Was it just another Sunday? Did you get any time off? Whether you celebrate the holiday or not, did you do something fun Easter weekend? Yeah, let's just chat Easter or spring celebrations in general in the comments. And yeah, I'm gonna go relax now. I'll show you what I watch and what I get up to for the rest of the night. It's just not gonna be very much. And yeah, I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!